we've been coming out here to the Potosi area, Potosi district for a long time, many years now. And progressively the campground keeps getting more trashed, to the point of we decided we have to do something. We've been out here the last 2 weekends in a row, so this makes the third week in a row that we've been out to this area. We didn't go camping last night, but last night we just decided, hey, we didn't do anything all weekend. Let's see if we can get a few people together to go clean up the campground just a little bit. This is not a sanctioned cleanup with the Forest Service or anything. This is just us deciding to try to do a little bit of I guess you could say, a good deed to help clean it up for everybody and to help keep things open. And there's been lots of trail closures through the area here already, and we don't want that to happen anymore. So we're going to do what we can, do our part to help clean up. I know there's probably going to be a handful of us, but with such short notice, I don't blame people for not showing up. The weather didn't quite agree with us as much as we had planned. It's rainy a little bit, but I tell you what, I will take this 100% over last week. We just had a record-breaking heat last week. I am done with that. So I am gladly accepting the weather we have. It might be a little bit muddy down there, but hey, we'll deal with it. But anyways, hey, join us as we try to do a little cleanup. Put in the trash bag. Here you go. Good job. That's just trash. Well, hey, we're obviously back. We're done with the Hazel Creek cleanup. Sorry for the noisy road, but I would call today a success. With very short notice, less than 12 hours notice, we had a good group of guys show up, and the group of guys that showed up, they were there with a purpose. They knew exactly what they were getting into, and we got to work. Hazel Creek was fortunately not as bad as I anticipated. We had been down there the previous 2 weekends, and it had been pretty trashed. So either that means the campers that were there are doing their part and cleaning up the campsites, or maybe another group came through there. But anyways, we made a dent in it. We made it look good. We definitely left it better than it was when we got there. So I thank the guys, and I don't blame anybody that didn't show up. I did not give any time. Me and Brandon, was a last minute thing last night. We're like, let's throw it together, see what happens. The weather was nice. It was a little rainy, but from the last week when it was 120 degrees, I'll take it. We do plan on doing more of these in the future. There's a lot out there that needs to be cleaned still. Around Palmer Lake itself, it's so trashed. We can probably make a weekend trip out of it. The weather's starting to get nicer, and we'll get out there and we'll get her done. But we have to keep it clean. The Forest Service, they can take it all away at any time. So if we don't do our part, they can take it. So, anyways, I want to say thank you to those that showed up, and we'd look forward to doing this again in the future.